Yo! Welcome to another episode of Gaming with Mr. C. And you know what today is? Today's Tuesday. You know how I know that? Because I checked the word of the day calendar, and the word today was indie, as in Indie Tuesday. Again, what does that mean, guys? That means we shine that proverbial and real spotlight on a lesser known title, and today we're going to do that review in under 3 minutes.
Mr. C. Gaming with Mr. C. On this week's episode of Indie Tuesday, we are going to be talking about none other than Planet Coaster, the spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon. As a matter of fact, the developer of this game, Frontier Developments, also did Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, Zoo Tycoon, and Thrillville, another coaster game. Planet Coaster is more in line with Roller Coaster Tycoon than it is Thrillville. It's more about running, building, and achieving the theme park of your dreams, whereas Thrillville was more about enjoying the park you created with mini missions, rides. It kind of felt like Carnival Games meets Roller Coaster Tycoon, whereas this, truthfully, is the spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon. So let's jump in. So let's break into the game. There are 3 different modes in this game. You have the sandbox mode, which gives you unlimited money and just lets your imagination run wild. Then there's the challenge mode, which is simply that. You pick a park, a difficulty, and they set up a challenge for you that you can knock down one by one. Whereas the career mode has a faint overall story with objectives you complete for 1, 2, or 3 star ratings. I enjoyed the career mode. The challenges they set up for you were challenging, but not overly hard. Some of them actually took me multiple tries. The challenges range from making a certain amount of money for consecutive months to building coasters with a certain amount of nausea, but not going too crazy. And then there's ones that just try to make the customers happy. All in all, to complete this campaign, the career mode would take about 20 hours. To 100% it, you're probably looking at closer to 80 hours. Graphically, this game is gorgeous. Most of it is set from a satellite viewpoint, but when you zoom in, there's a lot of love and details here. The HDR with the crisp, bright sun, the foliage of the leaves, and even the water are all in great detail. Controls of a sim game are always tricky, especially when it comes to console gaming, and this game is no different. The toggling of the camera, especially when you need to get into tight, tough spots, can sometimes be unplayable. Building a custom coaster takes a lot of patience. But once you get used to it, it's great. The gameplay here is a lot of fun, but I've been playing sim games for 20 plus years, and this is a very solid sim game. I think the controls do hinder the enjoyment, especially on the console version, and I think the happiness of your employees in this game can be a little tricky as well. But overall, if you're into sim games, this is a solid one and a must buy. If you're not into sim games, you may want to hold off.
Mr. C.